Power of a proper human diet. What are we doing, Jen?
Well, I have to leave shortly, but I'm going to come home to some really good cooked food. Carrie is cooking up steaks for the week because instead of making one every day, he's going to be smart and actually cook it. So he's got his little, I think it's called the egg thing, isn't it? Egg griller?
I'm using the big boy. London Sunshine Egg Grill.
Yep.
Ceramic grill. I got a whole bunch of steaks. This is my tradition. This is my routine. Every Tuesday, I cook up a whole bunch of meat for the week. Last week, it was brisket. I didn't do a live stream on that. The week prior, it was brisket. I'm going to do probably brisket, and then the other alternating week, it'll be other meat. I eat a ton of ground beef and patties. This isn't what I eat every single day. It's a blessing. When we do the brisket, it's been really great because the girls eat it. You had some.
Yeah.
It's like slow cooked meat. It's so good. So we try to get something going for the whole family. All right. I'm gonna make sure I did this all correctly. Did I do this correctly? Yeah, I think so. So here we go.
2 thumbs up, so you're doing something right.
I did 2 batches in the charcoal chimney because I wanted to get super, super hot. That one's already turning white. So that's the second one going.
And who told you about these little grill things?
The
That's right, I said
lump
grill
charcoal.
Yes.
The lump charcoal, that was...
works so good. Big shout out to Bill from Alaska. He was awesome. He told Carrie about that.
I forgot to hit start on here.
Oh, jeez.
This thing needs to be clean, Jen, don't you think?
Yeah, it's pretty old.
I set her to 225. We had this thing for like 10 years, but I do got to do a better job cleaning it up. This is what we got going on right now. These are 2 ribeyes and strip steaks. And it's not just me eating all of these. The girls will be eating them as well. Hey, what else should we show them while we're warming the grill up?
I don't know if little Daisy's out, but...
Oh, wait. Before we show them that, Jen, we have a video coming up. And what was it about?
We have a lot of them. Which was it?
Teaching Jen how to cook steaks.
Yeah, I should be out here cooking these steaks.
You should be.
I know how
Here,
to do
take
it.
the phone. Go.
I know how to do it. I know how to use his Yoder smoker.
Can you give us a little lesson real quick on how do you cook the steak to temperature if you don't have a thermometer?
When you use your, whatever part this is called on your hand. This part here, so you feel it. This is
louder.
This is rare. I mean, not even cooked, right?
That's raw.
Raw. Sorry, thank you. I'm still learning my words. And then you do the okay sign, and you touch it, and that one's
rare.
Okay, I'll let them talk. And then the next one, you feel it.
And how do you remember that one, Jen? Because what finger is that?
I can't show them. You guys know.
That's the middle finger. That's how.
Carrie's finger.
That's how I like my steak cooked. That's medium rare.
I remember Carrie, guys.
Medium rare.
Medium rare. And then mine, which he absolutely hates.
Nope, that's medium.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna be quiet and I'll tell you guys.
Medium.
And then this one.
That's the one that you should never cook your steak. That's how Jen asks for her burgers.
This one's mine.
Well done. So go again real quick because we completely messed it up. That's raw, rare.
You got this where you're saying okay.
Rare.
You can really
middle
feel the difference.
The middle finger is Carrie's favorite, medium rare, medium, and well done. And if you feel it, it's right here. You can really feel it. And we did a video. It's coming. It'll come live soon. But you actually compared it to rare, and then we cooked it, and we used, and you could totally. It's pretty accurate.
It
so.
Totally helps. Yes, and I was using the little guy over there, the little big guy. But we were using thermometers. This is a probe for the Yoder smoker.
Your best bet is to use a thermometer, and that's a Bluetooth one that is attached to the smoker.
Right.
And we're going to put that in one of these steaks when we put it in there. And we do it low and slow, hot and fast. I'm going to keep you here talking. I'm not going to let you leave.
I need to go. So
show us real quick what you're going to show behind you.
Leaving the hospital, so I need to go and help her. So this is what Carrie and Katie and Emma put together.
This was our project yesterday on my day off.
Yeah.
Day off.
Yeah.
We built this thing. Jen, we're getting some crazy comments already. We got to explain to people. How can you put an animal in a little cage like that? You're so cruel. Could you explain to them that this isn't a cage and it's attached to our house? They didn't know, Jen. They didn't know.
Okay, yes, thank you. If you guys don't know, this is a catio. It's a patio for a cat. Little Daisy he was found on the side of the road, so he was a feral cat. He was 2 months old. I put him in my house. I didn't want him to run around again and be eaten by something.
He's a house cat.
So we got this, and I love it. Emma's cat, Sweet Pea, comes out here. She loves being outside, so instead of letting them roam free, which I know you probably should, But you know what? This is a catio. This is for them to be outside safely. And he likes it, but he's probably in the house running around.
Daisy.
But this thing is awesome. So we got the idea from Bill, because Bill lets his cat outside, Daisy, which we got little Daisy from. I don't want to open it because he might come out and he might dart out. But so for those of you who don't know what this is, it's just a catio. It's just somewhere for you to let your cat outside, to have freedom, to be able to see the outside, to be able to bird watch and stuff. So
We're not trapping our cat in a little cage outside. The cat is a house cat, and the cat can come in and out as the cat pleases through this window you see right here. The window's open and the cat can come inside, it can come outside, it can get some sunshine. Then other people were saying, it needs to be way bigger than that. Well, yes, if we were rich, we would make a palace for the cat, but this is baby steps. Actually, Bill's is much nicer.
Seriously.
Bill's is much nicer.
This is nice for the animals.
Baby steps.
You need to let
And
them outside to have some freedom.
this is actually huge for a kitten. There's 3 stories. The cat is tiny. The cat's this big, and he's got all these shelves, and he just loves coming out here in the sun.
I don't want him to. We have birds and hawks and eagles and stuff out here. I could just imagine him being swooped up by one of them. So our other cat, Tiggs, he's a hunter. You don't see it here, but he actually brought a baby bunny up here. Unfortunately, with his head ripped off and all that. But
Yeah, and if we let the cat roam outside here, the cat would die. It would get picked up by a predator. No questions about it.
I heard owls last night. Oh, I should have got it in recording. It was beautiful. I heard tons of owls out here.
Hey, Emma, is Emma in there? Tell her to send the cat out so we can see. All right, can you just help me for 1 minute before you leave? I'm not going to let you leave.
I do have.
I got to throw these steaks on quick.
Okay.
Oh, that's getting nice and hot. See how it's turning white? And then I got this one. That's the charcoal chimney going.
Sorry, guys. Switching hands. Please don't be haters. Hey, cousin Tammy.
These ribeyes over here.
I'm trying to read your guys' comments now that I got a cat cage for my 5 cats. Thank you. See? Look at those. You gotta clean your.
Yeah, I need to clean this whole thing.
Yeah, clean a little
We're
bit.
going to be doing a video cleaning this because it is way overdue, and you have an ash vacuum
I do.
that we got for. Man, I'm doing very good today. This is the thickest one, so I'm going to stick the thermometer right in the center.
I need a microphone. Yeah, I'm not staying long, so I'm not putting a microphone on. I gotta leave in a minute.
There we go.
So what do you
Talk
cook
to them
that?
for a minute. I'm gonna
What do you
wash my
wait?
hands.
What do you cook that at? Quick.
225 until it gets to 110
Oh.
internal.
I'm alone, guys. So he said 225. So he's gonna let this go. I really don't know what to say. So it's beautiful out here. We'll just talk about outside really quick because this is what we get to look at every single day. Absolutely love it. So when I was cooking, I was doing it on this little. I think it's called an egg. Something. I'm not. I know. Just burn the stuff off, right? I know. I don't. I think it would take too long. And then he's doing it on here. How's everybody doing? I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys. Thank you, Egg Smoker. Thank you so much. I'm learning my things. I was previously a vegetarian, so I'm learning all my words and my steaks and all that stuff. So thank you very much. Harry's back, so you guys can talk to him because I forgot what this was called. So somebody told me thank you.
This is a
Egg
London
Smoker.
Sunshine Grill. It's made of
Yeah,
ceramic and it gets super hot. And we have this little one. Normally I do this because we smoke it on here low and slow, 225 degrees, get the internal temperature to 110. That's not done. What is well done is like 140 or something like that. Medium rare is like, I meant to say medium rare. Medium rare is like 135, 140. We get it to 110 and then we sear it on here, but today I'm going to do it on there because I have more steaks.
All right, couple of questions really quick. Somebody said, do you season your steaks?
No, I don't.
Absolutely not. Why? Because we're carnivores and we don't. We put salt on it.
Everyone say hi
And
to
yes,
little Daisy.
Sandra, we are completely live. This is our little baby Daisy, although he's a boy.
So people
Come here,
say,
sweetie.
people saying this is too small.
Where'd
It's-
you go?
It's good baby stuff, right?
Hi, honey. Oh, he's liking it. He's rubbing in there. So yeah, you guys, yeah, don't say it's mean. This is really nice for him. And we have 3 cats, so they like to go out there.
Baby steps. We'll expand it.
And thank you, Chris. Yes,
Yeah,
he,
once we get another one, we can keep going all the way down.
how did you like your Weezer concert that your lovely wife sent you
It was
to?
fantastic. It was incredible. It was wonderful. I'm thankful, grateful, blessed.
Who'd you go with?
I went with Alyssa, and
Yep.
that was the big blessing of all. I got to spend some time with Alyssa because she never
Yeah.
hangs out with me anymore.
Right.
She
She likes Weezer. I'm sorry, I don't, that's not my cup of tea. What you doing, sweetie?
hunting for ants.
It's a boy, even though
He's hunting. I
he's
keep calling.
got
I did that to-
Daisy
I did that to
because
Bill's
of
Daisy,
Bill, but yes, it's a boy. So, yeah. Hi, cutie pie, and he's enjoying the sun, as you can see. So he gets to sun watch.
Focus. Doesn't want to focus through the gray.
Cutie pie.
That cat is full of energy. Did you bring your hash pipe? No, I didn't, but they played that song and it was incredible.
What about your big jeans? Aw, he's loving it.
Hawk Force, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so we're cooking steaks and we got the catio going. Maybe we get another one. So a company sent us this to do a whole bunch of videos. So it was a lot of work. I'm not complaining, but we had to do like a demo on how to install it and put all the screws in, and so that took quite a while.
It really wasn't that expensive, especially if you want a small.
It's like $300, I think.
Like if you have like an apartment, something like an apartment or a smaller area. But yeah, eventually we would like to branch out. But just for him, it's just something now. Plus, we're going into fall and winter, so it's gonna be hard to take care of it.
But it's cool because the cat can just come in and out of the window whenever he wants. And if we want to expand like Bill Nutt style, this is what Bill would do. It would start going all the way over, and then we go to that window. The cat could come out that window and then go in that window.
Right. Hi, cutie pie. Yeah? You talking?
Talk. Say hi.
I went out.
This is freedom, but I want more freedom.
Yeah. Well, he came from outside, so.
He is full of energy.
What was he doing last night, Carrie?
Sleeping on me.
Yeah, he was snuggling with Carrie.
While I was trying to edit a YouTube video, putting this thing together, he kept sleeping on me, and he wouldn't sleep anywhere unless he was like touching my chin.
No, he has to. Yeah. All right, I need to go. So goodbye, everybody. I need to go. Nice talking to everybody.
All right, we're gonna go finish these steaks up.
Wait. Goodbye. Goodbye. Love you. Okay, bye. Hi, cutie pie. I'll see you in a little bit.
So me and Daisy are gonna cook the steaks up. Let me see. I can put this right here. Boop. I got a little holder. Oh, my hair's all messed up. So, actually, let me do it this way. I'm gonna dump this because those are pretty hot. Those are really hot. Charcoal chimney for the win. And put the grate back on. That's up to 200. It's going to take a little while. You guys want to see something pretty cool? My daughter Katie made this for me for my birthday. It's got my initials on it. It's pretty nice out, although the leaves on the tree are starting to fall down a little bit. So let's see, what's a good background here? Here we go. See, if you guys have any questions, let me know. It's gonna be a couple minutes, and I'll get those get the steaks seared up. Man, I need to get a haircut. I have a couple of videos I'll be doing today, and I do all of those from the Montello movie theater. And last week, I had 3 different days where I was doing interviews at the theater, and I've been riding a bike there, which has been a lot of fun. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to soak up all of the sun I can before Wisconsin winter hits. So after I'm done eating lunch here, I'm going to the theater. I'm going to be interviewing a young man. You guys have probably watched him on YouTube, named Max. He's got a really cool YouTube channel, and he's done several videos with some of the good doctors. Really love what he's doing. So I'm going to interview him and get his carnivore story. So if you have any questions for Max, let me know. Now's your chance. Post them down here. I'll ask him when I talk to him today. Nancy, did you build the catio for Daisy? We did, but it was a kit. I didn't build it from scratch, which I'm really happy because I was very close to building one from scratch, and I'm so glad I did it. This one was engineered, and it was very thoughtful, so there's little shelves, and there's steps, and there's a bunch of little thought-out details that are great for the cat, especially for little Daisy, a kitten. little Daisy can pretty much do anything now, but in terms of like going from this level to this level, there's actually 3 levels, and the cat can kind of weave up through it. So there's windows on the side. It's got nice metal screens. So they thought of all the details. I was going to build one myself, but I'm glad I didn't. The other thing is this one matches our house pretty nicely. It's a nice gray color, just like the house. So, but we may expand it at some point. Chris Stern said, 7 Dust, I know Jen going to Megadeth on the 20th myself. Oh, that's awesome. Have a good time. Daisy's so cute. One Hope for All, I was curious about how close the catio is to your door. It's kind of close, Sandra, but not too close. There's plenty of room to swing the door open, and I can even open the door fully and walk around it. We didn't have many choices because it had to go by that particular window. And in fact, I actually wanted it to be over more, but we made it work. If it was over more, it would have been too close to the door. But it's really cool. The cat can just come in and out the window as it pleases. Our other cat, Tiggs, who we've had for years, he is an indoor-outdoor cat. He's a hunter. He's a big cat. He takes down bunnies. There's just a bunny on the ground here that he just massacred. But he cries to come in and out, and we got to get him. And he was in the catio this morning. I walked by, and he found his way out there, so that was kind of cool. We got to get a cat door, a doggy door for the cat, like Bill has for Daisy. It's just tricky. I'm just hesitant to have an open door, even if it's a smaller one, especially with our Wisconsin winters. I don't know. We'll figure something out. What state is this? I am in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin. Hawkforce, your initials or hers? Good question. That's both of our initials, Katie and mine. It says here on the bottom, Katie, September 3rd, 2024. I love you. Happy birthday. So that's what we were talking about there. What's the temperature in Minnesota? I don't know. I'm in Wisconsin, and it is beautiful. It's got to be in the 70s. I think it's mid 70s, or it's going to be later today. Liz R said, Jen, can you do a blog of what you are for a week? Oh, what you eat for a week. Jen had to run. She's visiting my aunt who's been in the hospital, and she's getting out soon. Jen's helping her out. Certainly, I'll ask Jen to do that. I can recap for you a bit. Jen does not like steaks. She still has a weird meat aversion, which I'm totally fine with. I can't understand it because I love steaks, but whatever works. And so she eats burger patties, ground beef. She eats lots of eggs every single day, but mainly burger patties. Jen's walking by again. Someone wanted to know if you could do a video about what you eat during the week. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can do a video on that?
I'll do a video, but I really don't eat much. I fast during the day, so I won't eat until like 2 o'clock, and then I'll have a burger or two, and that's pretty much it for me. And when I'm hungry, I'll just eat a stick of butter or something.
But mostly burger patties, ground beef, and eggs.
Yes, exactly. That's pretty much all.
And you have slow-cooked meat.
I do on occasion, yes, but most of my days is just burger patties. So.
We'll call it soft meat, right?
It is.
If it's slow cooked.
I have all my teeth. I just don't like the texture.
Brisket.
Of it,
the brisket that I slow cooked was pretty much turned out. I could have fooled Jen and told her that I cooked that in the slow cooker. Right. The brisket was just falling apart, tender and juicy, just like you slow cooked it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, you got to go now?
I have to go, yes. I'm going to go do my good deed for the day.
What are you doing while you wrap up?
His aunt is in the hospital. She gets to leave tomorrow, but I'm going to be part of her care team. So I'm going to go learn how to take care of her when she goes home. So I need to go to the hospital and.
And what are you gonna eat today? I think we both know. Probably gonna stop at Culver's.
Yeah.
Probably get some patties.
Yes, but you guys know that you can order on an app for Culver's. You don't even have to go through the drive-through.
They'll bring it right out to you.
And you don't have to say, oh, I need a triple burger, no bun, no condiments, no cheese. And they're like, wait, do you want cheese? And I'm like, no, just the burger. So if you want an easy way to do it, if you're out and about, I love Culver's. You just do it on your app. It's so much easier. And you just push a button, say you're there, and they'll bring it right out to you.
We got a bunch of burger patties from our neighbor, and they were fantastic. Grass-fed, grass-finished. That's what we're advocating for. But Jen's going to be running around all day, a couple hours away from home. You're gonna grab some Culvers. All right, have fun.
And that's probably all I'll eat all day too. So, just gotta tell Carrie really quick. So Scout's in the house. Scout, we have our dog kennel is full, and we have an extra dog, but I know the owners, and so their dog gets to stay with us. Don't want to say goodbye to him. And his bag is on the counter, and he gets picked up at 2. Okay?
I'm not gonna be here.
Somebody better be here.
I have a call.
Remind him.
I have a call. You have to tell
Somebody's gotta be here at 2.
tell Emma, or Emma and her friend are gonna be here, I think.
Okay. Bye, everybody. I love you.
Yeah, so we have a dog kennel behind us. You can maybe barely see it right there. We don't breed dogs. Dogs come here on vacation. We have an Airbnb, and people that go to Wisconsin Dells, which is a big tourist area, they'll drop their dogs off, and we'll watch them for the weekend, and we'll take them for our daughter, Alyssa, runs that. She'll take them through walks through the woods, and the whole thing is full right now, which is a big blessing. A lot of work for Alyssa and Jen. But we had an extra dog, Scout, and we told them, we're like, we love Scout. He's so tame. He loves our dogs. They've interacted many times, so we said, we'll just take him in the house because they were in a pinch. And so Scout has been in the house with Baxter and Ray and myself for the last week, I think it's been. And I love this little dog. He is the coolest little chill dog. He just comes up, licks your hand, follows you around. It's so funny because Baxter and Ray absolutely obsess over Jen. She gets up from working at her desk, stands up, walks to the bathroom. I call it the idiot parade. I'm being a jerk, but I think it's kind of funny because they're just like, oh, here we go, do 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 do, and they follow her from her desk to the bathroom, then from the bathroom to the kitchen, then she'll go outside and she cannot walk anywhere without them following. Well, now she's got a third dog in the parade, and that is Scout. So. There goes Jen. Jen and Katie going to help out my aunt. Support your local farmer, Holy Cow Farms, Moron, Indiana. Did I say that right? Monon, Indiana, sorry. Max is the New Zealand guy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Why does Wisconsin have all the good cheese? I don't know. We've got lots of cows here. Wish I would have invented the catio. Yeah. They're becoming pretty popular. Maybe it's all due to Bill Knott. Bill's is all custom. Bill's is huge. The thing that Bill is doing that is really cool too that we got to get doing. He's got little scratch pads and posts. We have a cat scratch pad in the house and the cat can sleep on it. But he's got like a whole post and then he has shelves and the cat can just run around the house on shelves and then go outside and inside. 2 Weekend Traveler said, Carnivore got me off blood pressure meds that I've been on for 9 years. Your videos inspired me. Thank you. Oh, that's incredible. Congratulations. Same thing happened for me. I was on all sorts of blood pressure medications. At one point, I was on several statins. At one point, I was on 2 or 3 different medications for my heart. Taco Phillips, what is your best recommended grass-fed meat delivery service? I've tried many and haven't been as satisfied as fresh from the butcher or from Sprouts. My favorite so far has been, I haven't really tried that many if I'm being honest. I had Thrive Market and I've had Butcher Box. And I would suggest checking into Butcher Box. Jen and I did that video together teaching her how to cook steaks, and Butcher Box sent us some steaks. So the video was sponsored by Butcher Box, so I guess I'm a little biased there. The thing with Butcher Box that I like, she just emailed me this morning and said they are working with local farmers, and it's all humanely raised, grass-fed, grass-finished, sourced from local farmers in the U.S. Currently, Butcher Box is all from Australia. But none of their meat, even from Australia, none of it is from feedlots. They're all humanely raised, and they have all these requirements. They talk about it on their website. But this week, they're coming out with meat that they're getting locally sourced, which Butcher Box, fortunately, because I have a large YouTube channel, it's a huge blessing. They're going to send me some of that to test out. So I'll let you know. But that has been my favorite so far. Nothing beats getting it fresh from the butcher. If you get a delivery service, it's going to be frozen. The other thing is, if you get a delivery service, it's often going to be, I would say, standard American diet size steaks, this thick. I like mine like this thick. But some people don't. You know, if you can't smoke it and reverse sear it, it's harder to do the thick ones. Ribeye Ranger, Jim, how's it going? Good morning, friend. Lynn and I are about to head out kayaking in a few minutes, get that sunshine and vitamin D, outdoor Katie style. Have a perfect day, brother. Oh, have a great day, Jim and Lynn. I have a couple meetings today, but I am going to get my vitamin D and sunshine. I'm going on a bike ride to the movie theater. It's my new tradition. I think this would be the 4th time. I have been, just because I'm weird and I have to make everything a competition, I've been timing myself. It's a 6-mile journey to the movie theater. And I made it there in 15 and a half minutes last time. I want to see if I can break my record. I was cruising. The e-bike I have gets up to 30 miles an hour. And I'm trying to get exercise too. The e-bike is cool because I can go further than I normally would. And if I get tired, I can use the pedal assist. But a lot of times I will still pedal, but I'll use the pedal assist if I'm going up a hill or if I want to go further. The cool thing with the e-bike, some people make fun of it. Oh, you don't get any exercise on it. You do. You could just go a lot further and explore further than I would on a regular bike where I might get tired and I can only go maybe a mile or 2 or whatever it may be. I could go 6 miles or 10 miles and you could still pedal, but go further. Adam. Newt Films, 4 weeks in, quit alcohol and lost 14 pounds. Congratulations. That is huge. My buddy Dave Mack quit alcohol, did carnivore at the same time. Taco Phillips, I discovered your channel last year. Isn't it crazy how far the carnivore trend has reached now? And dude, your physical transformation is ridiculous. Taco Phillips, you are right. How far the carnivore trend is reaching is crazy. I'm so hopeful now too with RFK announcing with Trump. RFK is a huge proponent for a lot of the things we're talking about, how we're getting poisoned through our food systems. And Casey and Kelly means the work they're doing. I never would have thought like this quick. That I guess on the bigger scale, but also you look on Google Trends right now and there's more people searching for carnivore than they are keto or vegetarian. And I'm hearing more and more people talk about it. It's amazing. I'm very thankful for it. Question, are you tempted to change your middle name to Gold? Carrie Goldman. Little tempted, a little bit. Jen and I just went to Costco, picked up some Kerrygold. We ran out. I can't believe we ran out because I usually stock up on that and have a pretty good supply of it. But Jen, that's her go-to. She doesn't like eating fatty ribeyes like I do, so she'll supplement with butter. And there's times there's teeth marks. I know, it's gross. There's teeth marks on the butter. Sometimes you'll go in the refrigerator, pull the butter out, and half a stick there. She'll just go in there and help herself if she gets hungry. Nancy C, have you heard of Bar 7 Ranch on YouTube? They have both gone carnivore and they are funny and have a huge following. I'd love to see you hook up with them. I have not. I'll have to check that out. I will definitely check that out. Thank you. Native Selt Bird Dog said, any fish, Jen? Jen hasn't had any fish on carnivore. She has had a lot of chicken, though, and turkey. She's never really liked fish. You don't know what you don't know, so she thinks she doesn't like fish, but she hasn't tried some good stuff. Ryan said, the longer I'm on carnivore, the less cook I like my steaks and burgers. I'm with you, and I've heard that from several other carnivores. I'm been going more rare and more rare. You get more nutrients out of the steak if you don't sizzle it all out and cook it. Dr. Kiltz does his almost blue. He'll crisp the outside. We got a visitor. Daisy! So don't be worried. Daisy gets up there and then he goes back down. He's exploring the perimeter. So yeah, I like mine. I've been liking mine more and more rare as well. How long to get into ketosis? Everybody's different. Everybody's different. So it's hard for me to say that for sure. I get into ketosis probably a lot quicker because I've done it on and off throughout the years than other people will. One way to know is that we've got all of these tools and things to monitor. There's the Keto Mojo. There's continuous glucose monitors and things like that, so you can actually check and know for sure. Someone said they do the McDonald's app now just for patties. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we did a little tip on that before. Culver's app is pretty cool, too. Jen prefers Culver's. And in the Culver's app, you can do the same thing, which I sound like a drama queen, but I don't know. On and off throughout the last 540 days, if you go to a drive-through or you go to Culver's, they still get confused. What? Oh, I got to ask my manager. Oh, I'm so confused. So you can order on Culver's and then you can favorite. You go right in Culver's, you could say, for me, I'll say I want a triple and no bun, no condiments, nothing. And then it comes down to the patties. It's ridiculously expensive. It's not something I'd recommend doing often. If you're in a pinch and you're traveling, no, it works out well. But in Culver's, you could save that as a favorite. In the McDonald's app, you can also save it as a favorite. And then next time you go to Culver's or McDonald's, you pull the app up, you click reorder, and you go through the drive-thru, you give them your little number. Or at Culver's, you just sit outside and you click, I'm here, and they walk outside and they bring you your burger. And Jen and I did that for the first time the other day, and it was crazy. It was like a minute. We were sitting out in the car for a minute, and they brought it right out to us. Taco Phillips, $22.22 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Every penny from that goes towards our documentary. Says, dude, have you discovered quail eggs yet? Way cleaner birds, and the eggs are more yolk than white and taste better. Sexy quails. Oh, that's awesome. I have not, but I want to. And I haven't tried duck eggs either. I have no problem trying either of those. I would love to. I just haven't had the opportunity yet. So I'm going to have to check that out. That is pretty cool. I love how you said they're way cleaner too, I imagine. We have our own chickens, so our eggs are pretty clean here, but oftentimes we're still resorting to purchasing them from a third party because our chickens are laying eggs all over the yard. It's an Easter egg hunt, and they're not all keeping up. Thank you for that super chat, Taco Phillips. Really appreciate it. Taco Phillips says, Culver's, come on, dude, that's mixed with soy proteins and not barely all meat. Are you sure on that? And cooked in seed oils. So I have verified that it's not cooked in seed oils. Again, I'm not advocating everyone go eat Culver's every day, but if you're in a pinch, unless I'm mistaken and you tell me otherwise, from what I have heard, Culver's is 100% beef and McDonald's is 100% beef. And both of them are not cooked in seed oils. They take the meat, and because there's enough fat in it, they cook it on a hot top, and there's no seed oils added. And I verified that at McDonald's through several sources, including my 3 daughters who work there. I'm definitely not recommending it. Get grass-fed, grass-finished from your neighbor, but if you're in a pinch, I always say if it's good enough for Dr. Barry, it's good enough for me. It's definitely cheaper to buy your own ground beef and do it yourself. But for me, I am traveling all over the country filming this documentary, and sometimes I'm out for 8 hours and I got nothing else to do. But definitely would recommend if you can get your own, make your own at home, of course. If you can get grass-fed, grass-finished locally, do that as well. Someone said, no to Butcher Box. They are not from U.S. farms. Yeah, all of their meat's from Australia, but this week they're announcing, and they've already sourced it, and they're partnering with local independent farms, grass-fed, grass-finished all over the U.S. So they're just launching that this week. Chris Stern says, love that Bill is going to be playing more guitar. Going to have to lay down a score for the documentary, Carrie. No pressure, Bill, if you're watching. Yes, I've talked to Bill about that already. I love Bill Knott's video this week. Played the guitar and the piano. And Jen and I were both like, that's it, more. He just played a little tiny bit on the piano, and it was beautiful. I am really hoping we could use some Bill Knott music, no pressure, in the documentary at some point. Bill's voice is so calming. Yeah, I agree. B-Dog, hey everyone, yum, I'm grilling steaks today too. Just finished a walk. Speaking of grilling steaks, let's see where ours are at here. Take a quick little peek, let all my heat out. Oh, they're getting gray. I don't know why I'm zoomed in there. They get that gray color. They look kind of gross. I'm at 86 degrees internal temperature. And then we got this thing right here. Oh, that is cranking. That is absolutely cranking. So we're gonna sear the steaks on there in just a couple minutes when they finish. Slow and slow on there. Hot and fast on there. Jake Snack says baked chicken is the way to go, folks. I would politely disagree with you on that one, but whatever you like, whatever works for you, works for you. Ryan Hart, I buy primals and cut my own ribeyes and sirloins. That is the way to go. You could save money, and I think they taste way better. I do that. I don't know why I don't do it every time. Every now and then I'm like, I just want to grab a couple steaks. And every time I regret not doing it. That is definitely the way to go. How's Draco? I want to do this carnivore lifestyle so bad, but first, can you explain why people say bacon and fat and a lot of meat cause artery clog and cancer? Oh, how much time do you have, Hans? First of all, meat causing heart disease, artery clogging heart disease, and cancer is 100% a myth. And I will tell anyone watching this right now, personally, out of my own personal bank account, I will give you $500 in cash from PayPal immediately if you could show me one legit study that shows that meat will clog your arteries or cause cancer. They do not exist. There are observational BS propaganda-based, sugar-based studies out there that have a motive and agenda to tell you that, but they're not real science. Most of these studies they're observational. And they are junk science that a kindergartner would be able to look at and say, this is junk, this isn't legit. How can you possibly try to stand behind this? I'll give you a very quick example. Most of these studies rely on food frequency questionnaires where they'll ask several individuals, what did you eat last week? What did you eat last month? What did you eat 3 months ago? That's flawed science right there because most people, myself included, I can't tell you what I ate last week and all I eat is meat. What kind of meat did I eat last week? I don't remember. How would I remember what I ate on a standard American diet when I'm eating 1,000 things? So it's false for that reason. The other reason it's bad is because people that answer those food frequency questionnaires will say, yeah, I eat a lot of meat. Well, what is the most meat people consume on a standard American diet? McDonald's, cheeseburgers, fast food. So yes, they're eating a lot of meat, but let's take McDonald's for example. What are they actually eating when they go to McDonald's? They're eating a cheeseburger that has a little tiny puck of a burger that's about 1/4 of an inch thick. There's hardly any meat on it. And they have a huge bun filled with seed oils, carbohydrates, processed ingredients we can't pronounce. There's sugary ketchup. There's Frankenfood cheese that's not even real cheese on top of it. They eat a pound of French fries with it. They drink a gallon of Coke that has this much sugar on it. And then they finish it all up with a McFlurry ice cream that isn't even real ice cream that also has 75 ingredients we can't pronounce on it. All of that sugar, carbs, highly ultra processed foods they're eating, and the tiny little puck of 1/4 inch thick burger is getting blamed for the heart disease. All of that other things I just described you, all of those seed oils, artificial ingredients, highly processed foods, those get a complete pass. Those are the science, legit science that are coming up with this, oh, this is causing artery clogging, heart disease, and cancer. Again, I get people that are vegan, plant-based, whatever, that say this comment to me all the time, and I say the same thing I just said to you. This isn't out of the documentary funds. This is my own personal money, $500 cash. If you can show me a legit study that did proper science, not these food frequency questionnaires, that says that meat causes cancer or meat causes heart disease. It does not exist. You have been misled. I could go on for hours. I'll shut up about this, but the last thing I'll say is, if there's a study out there, question it to the core. These studies cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and people are not doing these studies unless they have a bias or motivation or some sort of incentive. For example, a lot of these studies you look at, you dig in very deep and you realize they were sponsored by Kellogg's. Well, why would Kellogg sponsor a study that just coincidentally demonizes meat? Because if you scare people away from eating meat and you demonize meat, you will sell an incredible buttload amount of sugar to the tune of billions and billions, if not trillions of dollars, the processed food and sugar industry is reaping in on our health. These studies are sponsored by pharmaceutical companies, sugar companies, or Beyond Meat because they have an agenda. That was the biggest mistake I made before doing carnivore. I'd see a study on the news and it often confused me because I'd be like, you can't eat eggs. Eggs are bad for you, but last week you said eggs were great for you. And these studies flip-flop and they go back and forth and there's no rhyme or reason to them. The reason being, They're crap. They're garbage. They're junk science with a motivation. They're not out there for your best interest. They're out there because they're making somebody money and they want you to do something. That was one of my biggest realizations on Carnivore Diet. So I hope that answers your question. I will also tell you this. How's Draco that you want to do the carnivore lifestyle? I am approaching 550 days. I'm down 100 pounds since my heaviest. I overcame a lifelong battle with depression and anxiety, my adult life anyways. I had IBS, I snored, I had sleep apnea, I had arthritis. All of those things have repaired on carnivore. And shouldn't I have a heart attack by now? Because they're saying that eating meat causes heart disease and it's going to clog my arteries. Shouldn't I have heart disease or a heart attack after 550 days on carnivore diet? Not only have I not had a heart attack, every measure of my heart has improved. My blood pressure has improved. My heart rate, I had tachycardia. My heart was beating a crazy amount of beats before. It's regular. It's normalized now. My congestive heart failure, which was diagnosed with an ejection fraction of 44, is now normal. The only thing I did was carnivore diet, and my lifelong irregular heartbeat has reversed. But I suppose at any moment I'm going to fall over from a heart attack, even though by every account and measure, my cholesterol, everything has improved on carnivore 550 days in. And there's a lot of people that have been doing carnivore a lot longer than I am, and they're absolutely thriving too. So I hope that helps answer your question a little bit. I apologize on behalf of humanity that things are so confused and so backwards, but the short answer to your question is meat has been demonized to sell more sugar. Everything in this world is set up to sell more sugar and keep us unhealthy because it makes trillions of dollars if you combine the 60,000 products in the grocery store and realize that the majority of them have some form of sugar or they're processed. It's the processed food industry making money on our health. Taco Phillips said, it's all the false epidemiology studies. Saladino did great work in explaining that dynamic. Though he reintroduced fruit, he's honest, authentic, and knows the science and breaks the disease myths. 100%. Thank you, Taco Phillips. Chris Stearns, $10. Thank you so much. You're so generous. Can't wait to slam some smoking oak with you on October 12th and some karate, of course. It's coming up quick. Chris, it is going to be such a fun event. I've been planning and preparing, and Dr. Kiltz is going to be there, so it's going to be incredible. But Nia's going to be sharing her story. JT and his wife, Ann, are going to be sharing their story. My daughter, Emma's going to jump up there as well. And spoiler alert, we got something I'm going to be showing you guys on the big screen. Nobody else is going to be seeing, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Kingdom Culture on day 83, loving every minute of it. Having some achy legs, though. If you're having achy legs, it is probably your electrolytes. Make sure you're getting enough electrolytes. If you think you're getting enough electrolytes, are you taking in too much water? Some people take in way too much water, and you wash some of those electrolytes out, or you dilute those electrolytes. I had that issue myself. Make sure you're getting enough fat, too. Jessica Hobbs, shout out to Jen. Your wife has helped me with my journey. Thank you for sharing your life as carnivores. Oh, absolutely. That's incredible. I will let Jen know. Looking Up said, Taco Phillips, great recommendation. Thank you. I do want to get some of those. We all do the best we can in each moment. Taco Fillings. I said Taco Phillips. Okay, I need glasses. I've talked about this before. My vision is slightly improved on carnivore, but I'm not making any excuses. When I'm on my phone like this, the font is literally, you need a magnifying glass, and it's like in italics, and it gets mixed in with like my white shirt. I can't see it. Taco Fillings. I'm so sorry, not Taco Phillips. Taco Fillings is an awesome name, by the way. We got another super chat. Thank you guys so much for all these super chats. Every penny going towards our documentary. This is from Helkio Grilio. I'm probably messed that up. I'm really sorry. Hello from Dickinson, North Dakota. Every time I eat bacon, my joints hurt and gets inflamed. Any thoughts on why this is happening? Thank you. Try cutting out the bacon. Try doing Lion Diet for 3 days. I know it sounds extreme. I've been doing Lion Diet for 60 days now, I think. Or maybe it was 50 days. I don't know. The problem with your bacon is you're eating pork, which is a pig, which has one stomach. And that pig is probably being fed grains, and those grains could have glyphosate in it. They could have toxins. They could have chemicals. And because it has one stomach, whatever the pig is eating can be getting into the meat, and then you're eating what the pig ate, so you could be eating larger amounts of toxins and glyphosate and things that you don't want to be eating. Pork can be inflammatory for those reasons. I am doing Lion Diet. Before this, I was doing Carnivore, which basically is the same thing I'm doing now, but I have bacon and eggs. And I was noticing the same thing. Not to the extent that you had it, but every now and then I'd be like, oh, I just feel kind of achy. I got a little sore in my lower back. I used to have inflammation like that before. It's from the pork. And when I cut it out, it goes away and you feel even better. So don't worry. I'm not saying you gotta do Lion Diet forever, but try it for 3 days and see if you feel better. And it's the ultimate elimination diet. And then if you feel better, maybe add back in eggs, maybe add back in the pork and see if it's the pork that's doing it. But it probably is. I love bacon. I thought I could never live without bacon, but I feel so much better doing what I'm doing right now on this grill. Just fatty ribeyes, eating big steaks. I feel so much better. I miss the bacon every now and then. The girls are cooking it up and I smell it, but I avoid eating it. I feel so much better. Your environment is envious. Oh, thank you so much. I am so thankful, grateful, blessed, beyond belief. More than I deserve, and I appreciate every moment of it. And I literally say every time I'm out in my property, I'm thankful, grateful, blessed. This property is amazing. I tell people, though, I used to have haters on YouTube, and they're like, oh, Mr. Rich Guy, 20 acres must be nice. This property was available, and the majority of my peers could have purchased this property for probably $100,000 less than what they bought their property for. This thing was a steal because it was a huge fixer-upper. And it took us about a year to make it even livable. Even this behind us was 3-foot high grass. 100 people looked at this property. Nobody wanted to buy it. They didn't want to deal with it. It needed a new roof. The roof was leaking. It needed new carpet. It had pet stains everywhere. It smelled like smoke. It was really horrible. So a lot of people see it now and they're like, oh, it must be nice. But they didn't see the journey to get here, the huge risk purchasing this place when it needed so much work. I'm definitely not complaining. I'm very thankful, grateful, blessed. But it's one of those things where we're here almost 10 years now, and we put a lot of people that see it now, they see the 10 years worth of effort after the fact. But I am so thankful. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And I love having the chickens, as you can see behind me as well. And the goats are okay too. But hey, it's Michael, Carnivore 60. Hello, all you beautiful carnivores. How's it going, Michael? Hope you're doing well. We were chatting the other day about doing a live stream together. Michael, you have an open invite anytime. Just email me, homesteadhow@gmail.com. Cooking up some steaks right now. Let's take a peek. Take a quick peek. Oh, they're getting there. We're at 101. We're at 101, and this bad boy, ooh. I should close this for a minute. We'll pop this. Oh, it's too hot. I need my, Okay, well, that's not opening for me, but I'm going to see what temperature we got on there because it is cranking. We've got maybe 5 more minutes, and it's going to be time to sizzle and sear those. And I got a little mount for my camera, so hopefully I'll be able to show that to you guys a little bit better. I'm going to actually move my mount here. I'm going to try to multitask here. I'm going to move this over here. Sorry for the weird camera angles. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. I got this little fancy mount deal here. That way. Now I should be able to give you a good view. Let's see. Let's test it out here. Put this on like this. And we'll go like this. All right. We're all prepared. We're all prepared with the mount. You guys want to see what's going on in the yard right now? One of the things I absolutely love, if you guys ever are able to get chickens, they're the best animals to get. See what they're doing right there? They're working. That's all they do. They're eating all of the insects and ticks and mosquitoes and bugs, and they're getting lots of good nutrients out of that, and then they give us nice farm fresh eggs. But they're just entertaining. And I don't know where Sweetie is. There's one called Sweetie. And literally every time I'm cooking, Sweetie comes up and checks out what I'm cooking. Give you a little close up here. There they come. Throw a little grass in the air. It's kind of mean, but it works. Uh-oh. Now I gotta watch this one because that one likes to eat my steak. So you guys have probably heard my spiel before, but I'll show you now. That's one of my tips. If I summarize my steak cooking tips, cook low and slow, and then hot and fast. And then when the steak is done, it's not done when it reaches temperature. Oh yeah, big plane going overhead. You let it rest on a rack. And you let it cool down on the rack, and that way all of the juices stay in. It's so tempting to cut into that bad boy right away. All the juices come out. It's not as tasty. If you let it rest 5, maybe 10 minutes, so much better. So I've got 2 ribeyes going. Actually, you know what? I forgot. My ribeyes were a lot thinner. Those are probably almost done. I got these 2 ribeyes right here, and then these strip steaks. The strip steaks, they're at 105 right now. So let me see, how can I do this? I'm gonna sear these. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'm gonna do the ribeyes right now because these were thinner and I'm probably overdoing them. Listen for the sizzle. I don't know how good my mic is on the iPhone there, but you got a nice loud sizzle. This particular grill gets so hot. I'm at about 400. Now it's open, so it's probably hotter. You got a little flap down here, and the air goes in here, and you can adjust this flap. So if you don't want it as hot, like if you're cooking something longer, I always want it as hot because I'm searing. And then this little vent up here, you can move and let more air flow. So the air goes in the bottom, comes out the top, you get nice and hot. One of the things I've learned is this lump charcoal that Jen mentioned before. This stuff. It seems to me it gets way hotter than the other charcoal. Now that isn't very scientific of me. I only did it a couple times, but it seemed, even looking, that it was way hotter. It could be many different variables. Maybe the particular lump charcoal I got was drier. Maybe the briquettes that I used were not or whatever, but well, these are gonna go quick. So I give them a little half turn so you get the nice grill marks. These are almost done already. I was not paying attention. I had the thicker strip steaks, and these are about maybe a 3/8 of an inch thinner than the strip steaks. While I'm cooking these, one of the things I didn't mention about Little Daisy loves brisket. If I could have named Little Daisy anything else, I probably would have named her Little Brisket. And she's playing with her tail. He. I keep calling him or her. That name Daisy, just in my brain. Daisy, you want some steak? So, of course, I don't feed Daisy a bunch of brisket, but I had some on my plate. There's just a little tiny piece. I'm like, that's a perfect Daisy size. So Daisy gets to get out here, get some sunshine, and then when Daisy's done, he can climb up that little step there, and then he jumps up to that little step there, and then he jumps up to that. It might be hard to see, but there's plastic on there to kind of keep the weather out, and he goes through there, and then there's a hole that goes into the window, and he can go right back in the house. So Daisy is free to come inside and outside as he pleases. And he prefers outside right now. And he's just discovered his tail. Daisy, you like your tail? You're going to get dizzy. You're going to get a stomachache when I give you some of the steak. I'm not giving Daisy any steak, but that little soft brisket was perfect, and he was crying for more. Daisy is going to be a carnivore forever. Unlike our other cats that sadly started on kibble, Daisy's starting on Meat. All right, I'm rambling. Let's put this back up here. Boom. Let's see how these look. Look at that. Perfection. See the little sizzle? Oh, the juice is just dripping off. Those are already done. Honestly, I went a little over on those. They're still going to get eaten. Now on my smoker over here, on my smoker right here, we're at big glare 108. So I'm counting these as done. As soon as these are done, they're going to go on the rack, and then I'm going to start these. Now I have 5 of these. I think I can fit 3 on there, so I'll probably do 3 and then 2. And oh man, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. Let me get back down to the bottom of the comments here. He deserves to be nicknamed Brisket at least. Yeah, Daisy, little Daisy Brisket. That's what we'll call him. What meat do you feed your cats daily? How much? We feed our cats raw chicken daily. And how much? It depends on the weight of the cat. So little Daisy Brisket over there gets a little tiny bit. But there's some formulas online you can look up. You can research. We're going to let these cool. You see how it's red? That's because I'm using, well, that's because I'm smoking it. And when you smoke it, it gets that red color. I call it cherry red. So I just pulled my meat thermometer out. And let's go with this bigger one first. Sometimes if I have time, I'll do the fat on the side like this. See if she'll balance there for a while. We'll see if we can do 3 of these big boys. These are some big steaks. Put this back up here. See how the fat's rendering? That's why we're getting the flames. It's dripping in there. I don't want to let it go too long like that, but that's probably good right there, actually. So now we will put the flame out. So those ones, I'm just gonna, same thing, crosshatch, flip, crosshatch, done. And if they're a little bit too rare, I don't mind because I like it that way. But let it rest longer. They still cook when they rest. A lot of people don't realize that. They'll still cook while they're resting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I overdid my ribeye. I'm going to take a peek over here quick. So it can be deceiving. It's a little pink in there. It's a little bit, I would say this is medium well. I did too much on this ribeye. Part of it's deceiving though, because you see that pink? Some of that is the smoke ring. The smoke gets in there and it makes the edge of it pink. It's also always hard with the camera because the camera doesn't, you're not seeing exactly what I'm seeing with my eyes, but give this one a try. Oh, so good. You get that smoky cherry flavor, but then you get it combined with a look at that. Do a little crosshatch, so we're gonna go this way, that way. You get the smoky flavor combined with that charcoal, that char grilled taste. Oh, and it's so good. The thing that makes it so good is because you're cooking it low and slow, it's the same, you get the same cook throughout the whole steak. Now, if I threw this steak on a propane grill and tried to cook it, this outside edge, the first 1/4 inch and the top 1/4 inch would probably be well done. And then the next would be medium well, and then the middle might be medium rare. When you cook it low and slow, it's the same consistency throughout the whole steak. Now, I get a little bit, if you leave it on here too long, the edge will be a little bit more cooked, but it makes it taste way better, in my opinion. Woo-wee. Woo-wee, lots of smoke. All right, I'll show you what we got going on here. Nice cross marks on there. Oh man, look at that. It's just sizzling. Not gonna be too long. So I got those 3 and then I've got 2 more. I keep getting distracted over here. I gotta extend the catio. Daisy, he wants to come over and help me grill. Right, Daisy? Yeah, so cute. Look at that thing. Daisy brisket. Do you want to help me grill, or you just smell that meat and you want a taste of it? Should we give Daisy a little tiny piece of ribeye? I am going to get distracted and ruin my steaks. This is the world's tiniest piece of ribeye I'm going to give to little Daisy. Here you go, little Daisy. That's a good carnivore. Now, if we stay right here, you'll probably hear him start purring. Did you like that? You want some more? That's my finger. You like your house, Daisy? Yeah, you want more, don't you? All right, I gotta pay attention now. Gotta pay attention now. I don't want to ruin these steaks. Give him one more little turn. Give him a little touch test. Jen was talking about earlier, so I like mine like this. Middle finger, touch right there, touch right there. It's almost there. It's a little bit rare. It's so close. That's one of the best ways to do it. The best way to do it is obviously using a thermometer, but I don't mess with that anymore. Been doing these for so long. All right, I'm about to pull these, and I just got 2 more to go on. I have a question, please. How do you know how much meat to eat daily? Well, you watch Dr. Ken Berry's videos about how to do a carnivore diet, and he explains all of this. You eat until you're comfortably full. That's it. That is the beauty of a carnivore diet, is we are returning to what is natural for humans. And natural humans in every species on this planet don't have to measure their food and count their macros and use smartphone apps to calculate how much they can eat. You eat till you're comfortably stuffed, and that's it. As long as you're eating stuff like this, fatty meat that's nutritionally dense, this is the best food we can eat in the world, you will absolutely thrive. So I'm removing these and putting them on the rack. And I got 2 more to go. Start on the fat side. Now my grill's cooling down a little bit, but we'll be all right. I got to keep an eye on these because... So this is going to make a mess and drip on here, but I'm just going to have to clean it all up, which is on my to-do list anyways. I got to clean... My whole grilling area is a disaster, as you can see. But we're done with this now. So we'll power this off. This chicken right here is going to try to eat my steak. So those are cooling. It'd be better if I had more room for them to cool, but we'll make do. I got my knife, my Malden sea salt. I just need a fork. Let that go for another second. Say hi to Daisy one more time. I'm going to ask Emma or one of the girls you can kind of see. There's a little window there too. Hey, Emma? Kitty? Messy house. Needed this. All right. Boom. Boom. So while these last two are cooking, we got some resting over here. This is going to be not just my food for the week, but food for the family for the week, along with a lot of 100% grass-fed, grass-finished patties. We have those stocked up in the freezer all of the time. Ground beef is another big one. I got to keep an eye on these. This is hot. That way. That way. Who's your carnivore said, you don't need a fork, just bite down. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I got to show the first bite on YouTube. Someone said, I never eat chicken due to leanness. Yeah, same with me. I'm not a big fan of chicken. Let me see. I'm trying to find a spot to position the camera. Yeah, I'm going to set this here for just a minute. Just 1 second. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Almost there, almost there. All right. Let's do it like this. Has it been 10 minutes? Kind of close. This is going to be my lunch right now. See if I did this thing correctly. I think this is gonna be nice and rare. Like I said earlier, I have been going rare and rare. I like it rare. I gotta pull these ones off still though. There's the last one. I just pulled the last two off. I got these resting on the rack. Put this over here. All right, should we cut into this thing and see what we got for lunch? Whoo. Right down the middle. Huh? Hopefully you can see that okay. Perfect. Nice and juicy. Oh, it's perfect medium rare. Bam. All right, watch this. See? Can you see that? The camera never does it justice. You see the juice is literally dripping off of it? I'm speechless. I don't understand. I get it, but I don't get it when people say, don't you get sick of eating meat? This is the most nutritionally dense, delicious food that is a privilege to eat. Most people, this is like, I don't know, once every couple months, maybe for their anniversary, they get to eat a nice ribeye like this. This is absolutely fantastic. Nice fat around the edge there, crispy. The wood from the pellet smoker gives you this cherry sort of seasoned flavor, but you're not putting any seasoning on it. That's fantastic. But then you got this layer, you see the juice dripping off? You got this layer when I seared it over the lump charcoal, and you get that charcoaly flavor on top of it, but then it's cooked. This is what I mentioned earlier. Let me show you. It is just dripping with juice. It is consistently cooked throughout. Versus if I were to cook this on a propane or broiler or whatever, you don't get that consistency. So when you bite into a thick steak like this and you don't have that consistency, you're actually biting into a well-done steak on the edge, medium steak in the middle. It's not as good. I don't like a well-done steak. I like it all medium. You can cut it with a fork, literally. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 more strip steaks like this one that I cooked, and 2 ribeyes that I slightly overcooked. And that's going to be the food my family eats over the course of this next week, including eggs, lots of eggs every day, burger patties, ground beef. I have my own little container for my stuff so that nobody touches. So I'm going to get my fair share. But Emma, Alyssa, Lily, Katie are going to get some of that. A little bit of that. And the thing I do is, sorry, I can't stop eating. The thing I do, those steaks will go in a glass container, not plastic. Can't have anything nice. You got all these microplastic issues nowadays. But they'll go in a glass container in the refrigerator. And when I eat one of these tomorrow, so good. I'm distracted. When I eat one of these tomorrow, I eat it cold. I used to do this whole elaborate thing where I'd cook this like rare, and then I'd throw it in an air fryer, warm it up, bring it back to temperature. Don't like that. I have a taste. It's changed. Prior to carnivore, I wouldn't have thought so. My taste buds have changed or whatever. I love a cold steak. Cold, fatty steak. It's so good. And it's cooked to the proper temperature. I don't know if I like it as much as it cooked like this. Hot off the grill like this is absolutely incredible. But second to that, I would much rather have the second steak tomorrow, eat it cold out of the refrigerator, than trying to rewarm it. It's so much better. Not quite as good as this, but so much better. I'm not doing it today because I got to run, but oftentimes what I'll do when I cook food up like this for the week, most of the time, I still got the lump charcoal. It's like 500 degrees on the grill over there, and it just seems like such a waste. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll throw a bunch of burger patties on and get a bunch of those going for the week as well. I got to run, though, because I got to get to the theater because I got interviews to do. beautiful thing with burger patties, the girls have gotten really good at cooking those. We have a whole procedure. You just throw them in the air fryer, a couple minutes. Not as good as charcoal, but what are you gonna do? You take the piece, you dab it onto your Malden's salt flakes. You thank God for every single bite. I wish every one of you could taste this right now. It is so good. I am thankful, grateful, blessed. Appreciate you guys joining me. I hope this helped. Maybe it's getting kind of repetitive. I know there's always new faces coming on, so people may watch this that haven't seen it before, but that's it. I cook it low and slow on the smoker, hot and fast, let it rest. Just add salt at the end, no seasoning, and it's one of the best steaks. It's the best things in the world to eat. Hope that helped you guys out. Appreciate you all.